For as long as the modern galaxy had existed, humans were treated as nothing more than an ancient myth, a cautionary story told around academic tables and late-night taverns. People whispered that long before the Imperium of Tranquility unified the stars, a species so unpredictable, so unstoppable, once surged through the cosmos, burning brighter than any civilization before or after them. But scholars dismissed the tales as metaphor. Humans, they said, were symbolic, a representation of unchecked ambition, of chaos, of the price of evolution moving too quickly. Even the oldest ruins on dead moons, structures made of alloys no modern forge could replicate, were categorized as precursor anomalies. Archaeologists tried to fit them into existing models, rewriting conclusions to match the accepted narrative. Humans had never existed. Someone else built these things. But some didn't buy that narrative. Among them was Captain Riven Solid, a brilliant but controversial xenohistorian who believed too many signs pointed toward one truth. Humans were real, and something catastrophic had erased them from the historical record. His theories cost him tenure, funding, and respect, until the day he found the object that changed everything. Deep within the silent expanse, his starship stumbled upon a structure pulsing with energy older than any empire. A metallic vault, partially buried in asteroid dust, covered in strange symbology. Riven didn't recognize the symbols, but the vault did recognize him. The moment his exploration crew entered the facility, the lighting network flickered online, as though waiting for their arrival. Doors opened without prompts. And at the heart of the vault, they found rows of long, crystalline chambers stretching for kilometers. Stasis pods. Millions of them. And inside each, unmistakably, were the figures from legend. Humans. Riven's throat tightened. We've found something the Imperium buried. Something they never wanted the galaxy to discover. Before anyone could react, a low, rhythmic pulse echoed through the chamber. One by one, the pods activated. Biolights awakened. Temperature rose. Vital monitors flickered to life. "Captain," his lieutenant whispered. "We didn't turn them on." Riven swallowed hard. Then what did? A thunderous hum rippled through the vault, ancient systems synchronizing after millennia of silence. The glass of the nearest pod split open with a sharp hiss. A hand emerged. A human hand. The myth was waking up, alive, breathing, ready. The galaxy, unprepared for this truth, was about to learn one thing. Humans were never extinct. They had simply been waiting. The first human to rise staggered forward but caught his balance almost immediately. Muscle memory activated faster than consciousness. His eyes scanned the room, sharp, precise, dangerous. Commander Eric Hale had awakened. He took a deep breath, then spoke with a voice raspy from millennia of silence. "Status report." "Who triggered the reactivation?" Riven stepped forward cautiously, palms raised. "We are explorers. You've been in stasis for..." "Time irrelevant." Eric cut in. "State of the galaxy. Threat assessment. Arc predators active." "No," Riven said. "We've never heard of them." Eric closed his eyes briefly, relief washing over his expression. "Then we bought the galaxy the time it needed." But things escalated quickly. Another pod opened, then 2, then 50. A woman with braided black hair stepped out, steady and authoritative. "Commander Lyra Vasquez. The vault is waking the entire first cadre," she said. "This is not a standard cycle." Eric nodded grimly. "Someone triggered the emergency failsafe. Either the galaxy is in danger, or someone is tampering with what was never meant to be found." The alien crew watched in awe. Humans emerged, soldiers, medics, engineers, already forming squads, sharing silent signals, recalibrating ancient tech with seamless coordination. No confusion. No hesitation. Riven's lieutenant whispered, "How are they so organized?" "They just woke up." Riven answered softly, "This species mastered war, disaster, adaptation. Their legends say they once fought extinction by weaponizing creativity itself." Eric accessed a holographic star map from the vault systems, overlaying it with Riven's modern data. His expression darkened. The Imperium controls the galactic spine? Eric muttered. A regime built on suppression, calling it peace? The galaxy traded freedom for order. Lyra frowned at the Imperium's boundaries. The moment they learn we're awake, they'll panic. They should, Eric replied. Then the ground trembled. Deep in the vault, beyond the primary chambers, massive pods lit up. Reinforced, armored, marked with hazard sigils in Old Terran. Riven pointed with alarm. What's in those pods? Eric's hardened gaze flickered with something rare, fear. Those, he said quietly, are not standard personnel. Lyra whispered, they're the Titans. The alien crew stared. Titans. Eric answered, humans engineered for the war we never finished. And now they were waking. News spread faster than any starship. The moment the first human biosignature pinged across deep space sensors, the galaxy spiraled into chaos. The Imperium of Tranquility. The High Council convened an emergency session. Their propaganda had always insisted humans were fictional, yet their own classified archives contained evidence proving otherwise. Now that evidence was alive, humans destabilized the ancient galaxy, the Supreme Chancellor hissed. If they return, our order collapses. Another counselor countered, if we act aggressively, we confirm guilt. We must appear welcoming. Welcoming, the Chancellor shouted, to the species that rewrote physics when bored. They voted unanimously. Contain the humans. At any cost. The Varen Consortium. For generations, the Varen scholars were mocked for believing humans were real. Now their theories were vindicated. To witness a myth breathe, whispered Scholar Jayla. History is being rewritten. But admiration came with fear. Ancient texts described humans as compassionate and terrifying in equal measure, capable of mercy or unstoppable vengeance, depending on what they awoke to. The free colonies. Smaller civilizations viewed the awakening with hope. Maybe humans can break the Imperium's monopoly, their delegate said. Maybe the galaxy finally gains a wild card. They prepared emissaries, hoping humans were allies rather than conquerors. Meanwhile, in the vault, Eric and Lyra had stabilized nearly 8,000 awakened personnel. The alien crew assisted, forming an uneasy collaboration built from necessity. But tensions rose. Commander Lyra studied a decoded transmission. The Imperium has declared a containment directive. Eric laughed once, cold, humorless. So they want to cage the species that built half their infrastructure? Let them try. Riven swallowed. You don't understand. The Imperium has fleets, armies. Eric placed a hand on his shoulder. And humans have something the Imperium fears more than any weapon. What? Ingenuity under pressure. Then the deeper vaults roared to life. Titan pods cracked open. A massive figure stepped out, 3 meters tall, armored biologically, eyes glowing faintly blue. A living fusion of genetics and nanotech, designed for one purpose, protecting humanity at any cost. The Titan knelt before Eric. Commander, it said in a thunderous voice. Threat level. Eric exhaled slowly. Unknown but rising. The Titan turned to the alien crew, studying them. Riven trembled, expecting hostility. Instead, the Titan stated, You discovered us. You are under our protection. But protection from what? The answer came seconds later. An Imperium dreadnought appeared above the vault sector. Broadcast channel opened. This is the Imperium. You will surrender the human vault, or face immediate cleansing. Eric stepped forward. If it's war you want, his voice sharpened, you should have let us sleep. The Imperium dreadnought descended like a dark omen, its cannons locking onto the vault entrance. Dust and energy crackled across the asteroid surface as the ship deployed containment drones. Eric didn't flinch. Lyra, prepare defensive grid. Titans, hold formation. We don't fire unless they do. The alien crew panicked. You can't fight an Imperium dreadnought, Riven's lieutenant shouted. That ship could level a continent. Eric smiled. Good thing we're not on a continent. The dreadnought fired. A blinding lance of energy slammed into the vault's barrier and dissipated. Human tech, still millennia old, effortlessly absorbed the impact. Shockwaves echoed harmlessly. On the dreadnought's bridge, chaos erupted. "What do you mean the shot did nothing?" the Imperium commander roared. "Unknown shielding. It predates our entire database." Inside the vault, Lyra tapped her datapad. "Shields holding. Titan units are awaiting your order." Eric shook his head. "No war unless necessary." Broadcast message. Lyra opened the channel. Eric spoke clearly, voice carrying authority forged in ancient battlefields. "Imperium vessel, we offer dialogue. You will not fire again." The Imperium commander snarled. "You are relics. Myths. You will obey." A Titan stepped into the transmission's camera view, towering, armored, unmistakably terrifying. The Imperium commander froze. "What is that?" Eric answered simply. "Humanity. A turning point." The Imperium opened fire again, desperation overriding logic. This time, Eric gave the order. "Titans, advance." The vault floor opened into a hidden launch platform. Titans surged upward in gravity-bending leaps, landing on the asteroid's surface like living meteorites. Their armor absorbed plasma bolts. Their movements defied physics. They reached the dreadnought's hull within seconds. Then they knocked. The dreadnought surrendered. The Imperium fleet fled. The galaxy trembled. The message to the galaxy. Human leaders convened inside the awakened vault. "The galaxy fears us," Lyra said. "We must choose how to reintroduce ourselves." Eric nodded. "Fear can be reshaped into hope or obedience." Riven stepped forward. "You don't want to rule the galaxy, do you?" Eric laughed softly. "We didn't fight extinction to sit on a throne." Lyra added, "But we will not let tyrants dictate the future." Eric activated a galaxy-wide broadcast. "We are humanity. We have returned from exile. Not to conquer. Not to dominate. But because the galaxy needs balance. You may fear us, but we offer alliance, not war." Billions watched in stunned silence. The galaxy changes. The free colonies immediately pledged support. The Varen Consortium wept in joy. "We were right all along." The Imperium fractured, citizens questioning centuries of lies. Humanity, once a myth, became a beacon. And the vault, once a tomb, became a new capital. Eric looked over the awakening pods. Millions still slept. Millions still waited. "We're not returning to a galaxy that fears us," he said quietly. "We're returning to lead it toward something better." Lyra smiled. "After all, we're human.